It's over. It's over. And a lot of my fan base, the Mav fans for life, are in disbelief right now, disarray, delusion. Talking about 3-0 comebacks. I have seen nothing in this series that has indicated a 3-0 comeback, and I think this is over. Man, I got a lot to get off of my chest, and honestly, I'm just gonna keep this video about the Mavericks, and I'm gonna talk about the last game a little bit as well, but I'm gonna keep this video about the Mavericks since I do feel the series is over. I do feel we lost, and then I'll make a video dedicated to the Celtics when the series is officially over and they get that 4th win. For the people who are Mavs fans talking about a 3-0 comeback, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I think this Celtics squad is good at everything that we're bad at, and they're also really good at making sure that our mistakes are big all the time. Every mistake that we make, they make sure they capitalize on it, and if that's seeing that somebody's not getting back, they're gonna run super hard to the other side of the court, get an easy fast break bucket. It's happened multiple times throughout the series. When a shot goes up, all 4 or 5 guys crash in the glass, making sure that they get an offensive rebound, which I think is crazy, dragging our centers all the way out to the 3-point line so they can get easy putback buckets. Yeah, I'm just not seeing the vision, because what I've seen the last 3 games has happened each of the last 3 games in terms of just game plan stuff and hustle stuff. Obviously, different players went off each game, but as far as the team aspect, they just got our number, to be honest. And the Celtics this season have had almost everybody's number, so there's also that. I think Denver probably would have been the best matchup for this team. In a 7-game series. I've seen a lot of Wolves fans and Thunder fans saying, "Oh, we would have done so much better." Please stop. Please stop. I like how all the teams that we beat are talking about how bad the Mavericks are. If we're so bad, you should have beat us, respectfully. But we can get into the game. Let me pull up the stats. All right, let's get into this, man. We got the Celtics stat line right here. And honestly, tonight, it was the JBJT show, which we haven't seen throughout this series yet. It's usually been the role players picking up the slack. JB actually has been here the entire series, but they both got 30 balls today. Jason Tatum, 11 for 26, 4 for 13. He's still shooting tour dates. He shot 40% from 3 and 30% from the field. That's not good efficiency. It's not good shooting. And he took 26 shots. So once again, for the JT fans and Jason Tatum himself, talking about how when it was just about scoring, we were talking about him winning, and now that it's about winning, we're talking about him scoring. I'm not really talking about him scoring, because I wouldn't mind if Jason Tatum shot or had 17 points, but he shot efficiently somewhat. He had 30 and shot 40%, and Luka also did tonight, but he's gotten away with this every game of this series, shooting poorly. Obviously, he had a big part to do with why they won this game in the first half. He absolutely carried them. When they went down 13 in the first quarter, he was really the only reason that they were still in the game. And if he didn't show up like he did, they possibly could have got blown out tonight. So kudos to JT. Jaylen Brown, a 30 ball, super efficient, 12 for 22. He really couldn't hit the 3 tonight. I feel like the Celtics have been struggling from 3 recently, but they shot 37% tonight, so that's a very good shooting night for them, especially with JT shooting 4 for 13. So imagine if he didn't shoot all those 3s, they probably would have been over 40% as a team. So and 4 for 9 really is great from Derek White again. Derek White almost shooting the exact same that he did last game. 2 blocks. Drew Holiday got a steal. Everybody got a lot of assists tonight. Everybody got a lot of rebounds tonight. They were just sharing the sugar. To be able to do this without KP, I honestly expected. I don't know why Celtics fans were overreacting when they saw the KP injury. Like, we know what your team is, bro. Literally, the team most equipped to handle a problem like this would be the Celtics, and they put in Xavier Tillman for those KP minutes. He hit a 3 +9 on the plus minus, and he honestly did play great defense. He had 2 blocks, and he was sliding on the perimeter as well. So kudos to Xavier Tillman. Yeah, honestly, this was not even Boston's best game. They went up 20 points and blew it, and it just came up to what they did down the stretch, and Jaylen Brown closed his game out beautifully. Oh, that's not Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown closed his game out beautifully. In the second half, Jaylen Brown just killed us, and that momentum, what he did in the third quarter and at the end of the game, it really did just kill us. And then onto our side, when the box score look like this, I don't think we gonna win too many games, man. All we get is Kyrie and Luka buckets. We were really, really close. Luka, not a great game. Not a great game. 11 for 27. 1 for 7 from 3. Not a great Luka game. This was a very much below his standard. This is not a Luka Doncic type of game at all. The efficiency obviously isn't there. 3-point efficiency isn't there. He looked tired today. He came out the gate hot, hitting a lot of shots, but by the time the second half came around, it was more or less the same story as Jason Tatum tonight. I feel like if he didn't get fouled out, that clutch time could have been a lot different just with his presence on the court. Even though he wasn't playing well, and Luka still is clutch either way, and someone who is not clutch is PJ Washington, who ended up getting a wide open 3 and bricked it. Also, that illegal screen that they called on PJ Washington was super fugazi, and I think that swung the game a lot. Obviously, the 2 Luka calls that got him out of there swung the game a lot. There's a lot of offensive fouls. Honestly, I think there was just a lot of turnovers in general. Only 8 turnovers, really? Okay. I thought there was a lot more turnovers. Maybe those offensive fouls were like the only turnovers we had, but I thought it was a bit worse. Kyrie, 4 for 6 from 3. Awesome. Kyrie showed out today, man. You showed out 100%. PJ, 3 for 6. And then we got, oh my goodness. Let me full screen for this. I never want to see Tim Hardaway Jr. in a Maverick jersey ever again. I never want to see Tim Hardaway Jr. in a Maverick jersey ever again. Cut him off the squad. I don't need to see that. I really don't. Tim Hardaway Jr. is trash. Garbage. And I don't understand why Jason Kidd decided to play him 20 minutes when he's literally probably one of the worst players on our team right now. He's a score first player that can't score. This guy has never seen a shot he didn't like and still shoots the ball. I need to see him in Beijing next year. I'm sorry. Shanghai Sharks. Guangdong Tigers. Go win another chip with DeMarcus Cousins. I cannot stress to you enough. And I didn't like watching Tim Hardaway play when he was hitting shots. But if you're hitting, I can't say nothing. His play style when he can't hit an open shot, his play style when he can't create an open shot is abysmal. I watched him take a sidestep mid-range jumper without swinging the ball one time. At the end of the game, I'm not saying this three-pointer would have mattered, but he got the most wide open 3 you'll ever get in your career, and he missed. I don't think Tim Hardaway Jr. will ever get another shot like that. In a finals game, no shot. And 0 for 5, 0 for 3, everyone was like, hey, you need some offense, put in THJ, put in THJ. He doesn't do that. And on defense, he fucking sucks. A negative 16 plus minus. And I'm not saying plus minus is everything, but that should tell you enough about how he played. Also, Maxi Kleber. Don't need to see Maxi Kleber here next year. Yeah, Josh Green, I feel like I was disappointed by his effort. I'm a little disappointed by Derrick Jones Jr. as well. He wasn't really doing much outside of playing defense. Yeah, honestly, I can't really be too mad at how this game ended. We fought. I'm pissed that this team keeps going down 20 points. I feel like that's why we keep losing a lot of these games. Like if we go down 20 points and a half and we have to claw our way back, like that's gonna be a really, really hard task. So we're just making shit hard for ourselves, honestly. Like I don't really enjoy having to watch my team come back from these large deficits over and over again. Like I swear to God, if we would just have a complete game, a lot of these games would be so much easier to win. We were down 21 points, bro. We can't do that. We cannot do that. But yeah, that's really all I have to say in terms of game 3. I don't have too many words for game 3, honestly. In terms of the season, I'm not mad that we lost in the NBA Finals. A lot of people expect you to be ready to cry over losing the finals, and I feel like we had a great season. My 25-year-old superstar led us to the finals, and I don't want to sound like an OKC fan, but I really do believe in Luka a lot, to the point where even if it's not next year or the year after, he has a lot of career left. I feel like we're going to be back here. I feel like we have a lot of great seasons to come. And I think we're going to be in a good spot for the future. I think we have a nice young squad. I think we have pieces to move and collect. And if I'm being honest with you, I don't think this is going to be the best version of this roster. And I didn't think that even coming into the playoffs. I thought we needed to go into the offseason and make some more moves, even though Gaff and PJ are great additions to this team. And you see what that did, even against lesser rosters that aren't the Boston Celtics. Like, we dogged the T-Wolves. I don't want to say we dogged the Thunder. I think the Thunder was a closer series, even though the games might have not been, there's more blowouts here and there. But listen, the Thunder took us to 6. Very convincing 6 games. The T-Wolves got one close one off of us in game 4. So I think, I think this team is good. I think we're going to bring a lot of these pieces back next year. We're going to get rid of a lot of the lesser pieces and bring some new guys in. And I think next year we have a chance to do something really good. I hope Luka rests up, gets healthy, comes back next season in shape, comes back next season ready to hoop. I hope we could go on a nice run. I hope we can have a good regular season too. I don't think we had the greatest regular season until the trade deadline. So I hope we can come out swinging, get a high seed, get some awards, get some hardware. And then come back next season, see what it do in the playoffs. Because I believe in the Western Conference, I'm very confident that we can still beat every team, and the only team that I would be worried against would be the Nuggets. I'm very confident in that. And I don't think it's impossible for us to make another run. I don't. Same way I didn't think it was impossible for us to get here in the first place. A lot of people counted us out. People didn't think we were going to beat the Thunder. People didn't think we were going to beat the T-Wolves. Some people didn't think we were going to beat the Clippers. So just to see how far we actually came when people were doubting us the entire season, it's not really much to be mad at. I'm very proud of this team and the progress we made. We weren't in the playoffs last year, so going from a play-in or missing the play-in completely to making the finals our first try season right after we make the finals. So I think that's awesome. Shout out Luka. He played like a superhero the whole season. I can't get mad at him for this stinker. Honestly, he's clearly hurt, hobbled, playing on one foot. There's a lot of stuff that he does need to work on. Like, his defensive IQ just isn't there. Even though it's clear he's playing on one wheel, his defensive IQ is still terrible. His rotations are terrible, so he has to work on that 100%. He also got to work on that flopping and the complaining to the ref. Like, it has to go. It has to go. The complaining every play has to go. I can't stress that enough. And that's not any hating. Y'all know that's my favorite player. Y'all know that's my guy. He got to stop doing that. He got to stop doing that. In order to be a better player overall, those are just things that got to stop. Because me personally, that's not even in my character. So watching my favorite player do that is very annoying, to say the least. Like, if the call don't come, you complaining is not going to change it. If the call does come, why are we complaining? Like, seriously. But yeah, Luka's a dog. Kyrie, I was going to call Kyrie Andrew unless he gave me something in this finals, and he gave me a 35 ball. So Kyrie got his name back. Kyrie got his first name back. We're not going to call Kyrie by his middle name. But yeah, very proud season for the boys. I don't think as a Mavs fan we should be upset. I expected more effort from them in the playoffs. I think we made in the finals. I think we made a lot of stupid mistakes, a lot of little stuff here and there, a lot of hustle plays. We could have absolutely been up 2-1 in this series. After this game and last game, we absolutely could have been up 2-1 in this series, but we end up losing both. We're down 3-0, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That is all she wrote. No team has ever come back from this. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I have no reason to really believe that we're going to be the first team to do that after watching how these first games went and the things that they did better than us. Down the stretch, that effort matters, the spacing matters, the pieces that they have on their team to fill in those spots, it all matters. So I feel like there's a reality where we can gain some momentum and win a couple of games, but I don't know if we win 4 games in a row against this team. Like, I don't know if that's in the cards for us, especially with the inconsistency shooting. This is our first good shooting game as a team, and we still only hit 9 threes, so I'm not sure how people are really like fathoming that in their head. But hey, like I said, great season, proud of the guys. I feel like I should be a little more upset, but I'm just not. Like, I can't realistically be upset with how this season turned out. We proved a lot of people wrong, changed a lot of narratives, and I'm just hoping we don't get swept at this point. See y'all next season, though. See y'all next season.